Good morning, welcome to your yoga practice today. I am Kim from Sparkling Soul Yoga. Thank you for joining me, and it is morning time in Andretta, a small town up north in the Himalayas, still in India. So you can't see it this morning because it's a bit foggy, but I'm surrounded by the Himalayas, and then the sun should rise from over here. So hopefully we get to see some of that today. And I thought I would just bring you along to wake up with me. So what we might do is start in a child's pose. So coming to the back of your mat, untuck those toes and then take those knees as wide as feels best. Sitting your hips towards your heels, arms just gently out in front of you, and just slowly arrive on your mat. Maybe swaying a little bit side to side. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. And again, inhale. Sigh it out. One more time. Inhale. Sigh it out. And then if you're swaying, just gently find stillness. Taking a moment to notice the parts of your body that are touching the earth right now. Taking a moment to notice how the breath moves your body. And then taking a moment in gratitude to yourself for showing up today, setting aside this time for your health and your well-being, knowing that anything that you do today impacts tomorrow and any of the future days. So starting today, practicing yoga, waking up with yoga will have an impact not just now on your physical body, but also on your mental body throughout the day and tomorrow and the next day. So take a moment in gratitude to yourself for showing up today, knowing that this is exactly where you're meant to be in this exact moment. Take a breath in, filling up the back of the heart space, and then sigh it out. Walking those hands over to your left, maybe placing your right hand on top of your left. Then walking those hands over to the right, maybe placing your left hand on top of your right. Bringing those arms back through to center and then taking your head just up, having a look at those fingers and then smiling, turning up the corners of her mouth. Then drawing yourself up into tabletop pose, tucking those toes, inhale, drawing the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat. And again, inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back into a neutral tabletop, and what that means is that your hands are underneath your shoulders, the weight is evenly distributed between your two hands. Fingertips might reach the edge of your mat, fingers are pressed into your mat, and the fingers are spread wide. Tops of your feet can be flat to the floor or toes can be tucked. Knees usually sit underneath your hips, creases of your elbows are facing each other. Bringing your head up slightly, but chin is slightly tucked so you can feel that there's length in the back of your neck. And then just engage your lower abdominals, maybe drawing in that pelvic floor. Take another breath. Sigh it out. And then extending that right leg out behind you, keeping those toes on the ground. Maybe just rock back and forth, getting into your calf muscle, stretching out that right hand side of the body. And then we're going to take that right leg over to the left hand side, looking over your left shoulder towards your right toes. Smiling maybe. Thinking kind thoughts about our feet. They're very useful parts of our body. And then taking that right leg all the way out in line with your right hip, left toes are tucked. Seat your hips back towards your heels, half child's pose. And then bringing yourself all the way up, right hand down your right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale through center, left hand finds the ground, right arm up and over your right ear. Inhale through center, right hand down your right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale through center, left hand finds the ground, right arm reaches your fingertips as far away from your toes as possible, creating length in your spine, length in the right hand side of your waist. Gaze can be towards your bottom hand or maybe underneath your right armpit. And then gently coming all the way back into tabletop pose. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. Untuck your toes, sit your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Walking your hands over to your left, right hand rests on top of your left. Walking your hands through center and over to the other side. Walking your hands back through to center, gazing up at those fingertips, maybe turning the corners of your mouth up. Bringing yourself back up to tabletop, and then this time extending your left leg out behind you, maybe rocking back and forth. Using the breath to fill our body with prana or energy. Our inhales help to bring oxygen into the body, into every single cell. And then take that left leg over to the right hand side of the body. Look over your right shoulder towards your left toes. And then it exhales, help us to let go of anything that no longer serves us. Helping us to finish off all the digestive processes that are happening in the body, detoxifying the body, both physically and emotionally. And then bringing that left leg all the way out in line with your left hip, right toes are tucked, sit your hips back towards your heels, half child's pose. And then bringing yourself all the way up into gate pose, left hand down your left leg, right arm up and over. Inhale through center. Right hand finds the ground, left arm up and over your left ear. Inhale through center, left hand finds your left leg, right arm up and over. Coming all the way back through, right hand finds the ground, left fingertips reach as far away from your left foot as possible. Bringing yourself all the way back into tabletop pose. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat. Untuck your toes, sit your hips back towards your heels. Take a breath in. Side out. Walking your hands over to your left, right hand on top of your left. Give yourself some love. Over to the other side. Loving all parts of you. Bringing yourself all the way up. Coming into tabletop pose, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. And knowing if downward facing dog doesn't work in your body, that forearms are always your options, or tabletop where we were before. Just continuing with cat and cow. If you're in downward facing dog, maybe pedaling out those legs. There is a place for you here. Take a breath in. Imagine breathing in through your fingertips, drawing energy up from the earth, all the way up through your arms, into the back of your heart space. Imagine the breath traveling down your spine, through your tailbone, down your legs, and then out through your feet into the earth. Letting the earth take away any of your worries, your negative thoughts. Knowing that she will repurpose those thoughts. She will reorganize them. She will give them back in an ordered, formulated way. Inhale, come forward into plank. Knees come down to your earth, bending the elbows, untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower yourself down, tuck your toes, push yourself up onto your knees. Lift your knees up, plank. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. And then inhale, come forward into plank. Always knowing that child's pose is always your option. Knees come down to the earth, lowering yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward into plank. Knees come down to the earth, lowering yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra. This time coming all the way down into Sphinx pose. Hands find the earth, elbows in line with each other. Arms are parallel, tops of the feet into the earth. Draw your heart space forward. Then lowering yourself all the way down to the earth. Maybe wiggling your hips, hands, or forehead rests on your hands. And then bring that right leg in, reaching back, maybe for your right foot with your right hand. Gently releasing that right leg and then switching sides, drawing that left foot in towards your bottom. Gently releasing that left leg and then rolling yourself over onto your back. Oh, getting stuck on my mat. Drawing those knees in towards your chest. Maybe rocking gently from side to side. Keeping that left leg in, extend your right leg long along your mat, drawing those toes back towards your face. Fingers interlace around your left shin or the back of your left thigh. Inhale, extend arms and legs long. Then exhale, drawing those knees in towards your chest. Sorry, your right knee in towards your chest. Inhale, extend right leg long, arms above your head. And then gently walking those feet in, drawing both knees in. And either staying here or maybe taking your knees out wide towards your armpits. Or maybe coming into happy baby pose. Hands might find the outside edges of your feet. Gently releasing those feet to your mat, maybe as wide as your mat, arms in line with your shoulders. Gently letting your knees fall to one side. Bringing those knees through center and then over to the other side. Bringing those knees back through to center, drawing those knees in towards your chest. Maybe doing circles with your knees in one direction. And then in the other direction. And then pausing, wrapping your arms around your legs. Say, I love you. Say, I'm proud of you. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. And either releasing your legs into your own Shavasana, knowing that you can stay as long as you have time for. Or if you need to continue on with your day, maybe rock and rolling up and down the length of your spine. Oh, easier said than done. Into a seated position. Taking a moment, bring those hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Feeling the effects of the practice within your body today. Taking a moment in gratitude to yourself for showing up today, setting aside that time for your health and your well-being. Taking a moment in gratitude for our bodies and what they allowed us to do, for the practice of yoga and the opportunity to practice, and to the yogis that have come before us, the yogis who are with us now, and the yogis who will come through in the future. Taking a collective inhale, taking a collective exhale, knowing you are not traveling on this journey alone. Until I see you again, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart, from my heart to yours. Can you hear the birds? I hope you can. They're magical. I've had the most incredible birds been flying over me. And there was an eagle as well. So I hope that you have a magical day, and I look forward to practicing again with you soon. Okay, take care.